Okay, I wanted to talk to you today about a spa party. I'm not trying to sell anything. I'm just trying to explain to anyone who's never been to a spa party what is involved because I had never been and I try to avoid these parties like the plague. I've been to a home interior party and I've been to a premier jewelry party. And all of these parties I'm learning work about the same way. You go in and normally there's a little finger food and then to get everybody to unwind, and normally you play a game, and there's just they try to create a fun atmosphere. Um, First and foremost, I like the hostess, the lady that invited me to the party, to her home. Um, we are friends, and so this is nothing against her at all, but I'm just simply explaining what a spa party is. The first thing, I took notes. It was kind of awkward because I don't know how many people she invited, but I took my daughter, thank the Lord, because it was me and my daughter and one other lady that were guests. And then you had the homeowner, the one that invited us, the hostess, the one that invited us to her house. And then there was the representative. And so we went in and we were told to be there at 6, and it really didn't get started until 6:30. So there was a half an hour right there. This, I'll tell you right now before I forget, I was there for like 2.5 hours. But she had told me, she had said, come. I said, I don't buy things like that. I'm not a person who worries about buying lotions and stuff like that. She said, come anyway. And the first thing we did was to wash our hands with this scrub. It's like a sea salt scrub. And if you've ever been to the mall and the people try to pull you into the middle at the kiosk, it's just a sea salt scrub. And so you wash your hands. And then this was an Arbonne party. I don't know if I said that before. This is what I was given. Arbonne. Arbonne. So after the sea salt scrub, I think, is about $30 for the container of that. And then you go back and you sit down and they bring you tubs and they tell you to take your shoes and socks off and you're going to soak your feet. And you don't have to participate if you don't want to, but of course, you're going to look like a drip if you don't. So I did. And then they put some kind of like a scrub in that. It was some kind of calming, like a lavender thing. And I think it's about $30. And while you're soaking your feet in this hot water, the representative tells you that you're going to play a game. Now, all these parties have games, and they want you to relax, but then this is their opportunity to tell you, listen really closely because there's going to be prizes, and if you can answer the questions, you'll get prizes. So this is their opportunity to get you to really listen to what they're trying about the product, about Arbonne. And home interior was the same way. Premier jewelry was the same way. So all of these parties, they have the same MO. So she told us about that the symbol for the company was a white Mercedes, which did not impress me at all, and that the owner of the company made something ridiculous every month. And I took notes, but I don't want to forget anything. She told us how much it costs to get started in the company. It's like $79 if you want to get started in the company. She wanted to know if you'd have any interest in hosting your own party, which I immediately said no, because a lot of times at these parties, the hostess uh, if you agree to have a party, then your hostess gets some kind of extra gift, or she might get a percentage off her order or something. If you order something, the hostess gets something. And even though that's great, I'm just not interested in hosting my own party. Don't want to be in the company whatsoever. So then she asked questions, and for every correct, I knew that once she showed us these are, they're called Fit Chews. They're chocolate, and she had them in a see-through jar so that you could see them all. You get a bag of these, you get 30 of them, and they are $20 for 30 of them. And Ashley tried one because she was hungry. The reason she was hungry, I told her, I said, you won't want to eat dinner because we were supposed to be there right at dinner time. We were supposed to be there at 6, didn't start until 6:30, so she was hungry. Our hostess did have a fruit tray, and it looked like tortillas and dip in the other room in the kitchen, but she never said, go get some, you're more than welcome to go get some. Nobody else got any either, so it was like they were there in the other room, and we kept thinking maybe she'll offer them later, but she never did. So it's nothing against the hostess. I don't know, I think she just forgot or just thought maybe we would feel comfortable enough to go get some, but we didn't. So anyway, Ashley answered a lot of questions. I wasn't all worried about answering questions because I knew what the game was. I know that they're not giving you these just for the heck of it. They're giving you these because they could have, given you a Hershey's Kisses. No, they want you to try the product. So anyway, Ashley tried one. She hated it. She said it was awful. She had just broke off a piece of it, so she very discreetly rolled the rest of it back up and put them in her purse. At the end, whoever had the most candy won an extra prize. So she did win this hand cream. So that's great that she won something extra. What else do I want to say? Okay, then we had to, it was time for us to wash our makeup off, which neither one of us knew would happen. We had to pull our hair back in these headbands, and then we had to pull our hair up. So you have your hair back and up, and you have to go take your makeup off, and you have to use their product to take your makeup off. And then we came back, and they wanted you to put this hot washcloth on your face. Now these hot washcloths were hot. They had been in a crock pot to keep them warm, and I'm sure because it was convenient for the representative. But they were very, very hot. And you were supposed to wipe your face off with that. And then the products started coming, and the representative went around, and we put aging cream and primer and night cream, and there were literally like 3 other creams. There were probably 6 layers of cream on our face, and then we put stuff on. You put it on your neck, you put stuff on you rub this stuff in the back. That's why you pulled your hair up. And my skin felt oily. It was glistening. The people around me, their skin was glistening. And actually, when I got home, I was sitting on the couch watching TV because I thought, well, I've taken all my makeup off. I put all this stuff on my face. I won't have to worry about my nighttime ritual. And I was sitting on the couch watching TV, and I started doing this, and that stuff started rolling, that product, because there was so much product. Imagine when you put Elmer's glue on your finger and you let it dry and then you can roll it up. It was like this, except it was greasy, and you could just, it was nasty. So anyway, way too much product to try. Okay, then another lady came to the door while all this was going on. And I thought, thank goodness another guest is here, because there were only 3 guests. And I thought this will take the pressure off of us, because I knew I'm not buying anything. My daughter's not buying anything. And I thought this will take the pressure off us. they can watch this lady for a while. Well, what I found out was this lady, her husband is a doctor in town, and he allows her, it's a private practice, he allows her to put a sign, I'm assuming it's something like this, maybe with weight loss or something like that, shakes, I don't know what it says, but he allows her to put a sign on his office door peddling this product, peddling the Arbonne nutrition part. So she was coming to the party because so that she had gotten the representative involved in the company, which had gotten my hostess involved in the company. So all three of them were in cahoots together, and she came to talk to us about the nutrition part, and she talked about how she had lost all this weight and how she drinks 2 shakes a day, and sometimes she doesn't even want that second shake because she's still full from the first shake. And I just kind of blanked out at this point because I'm not interested in having 2 meals out of my day be shakes. I like to eat. I like to actually have something in my mouth to chew. A shake's not going to get it for me. So I kind of didn't pay attention to the statistics or anything on this. I'm just not interested. Flat out not interested. So, then after this, they went to make shakes. And while the lady whose husband is a doctor, she and the hostess went to make shakes, the representative gave us more cream to put on our hands. So then they came back with the shakes, and they put blueberries in them, and Ashley doesn't eat fruit, and I just wasn't interested at all. So the only person trying the shake was the lady next to me, and she said that she did not like it at all. She said it felt really clumpy and thick, and it was hard for her to get down. So they said, okay, well, just try vanilla. Just try the plain, we'll give you a plain vanilla one. And so they went and fixed it and came back, and she still didn't like it. She thought it was clumpy and gross, and she just did not like it at all. So then at the end, the representative gave us these books to look at of all the Arbonne products and a sheet to fill in with contact information. And she said, make sure you fill out the contact information. I'm sure it asks for your phone number, email address, and all that. In case, even if you don't want to order tonight, the party, your hostess, it still counts like 7 days after the party. I guess she would, my hostess would still get credit if we came back and bought something 7 days after. But it's very, very expensive. You can go to their website, the Arbonne website, and it's all very expensive. And quite frankly, I just don't spend that much on makeup and things like that. So what I just want to the point I want to get across is all these parties are the same. Home Interior, Premier, Arbonne, I'm sure there's a million other ones just like it, and they're all the same. So, be prepared if you go, you need to be prepared to spend money, or just make up your mind, I'm not going to spend anything. Because even though my hostess had told me you don't have to buy anything, you're just coming to see the stuff, you still feel that pressure, and you still feel guilty for leaving there. You think, they've used all this product on me, and they gave us free stuff, and they soaked my feet, and they did all this stuff for me, and I'm leaving there, and I'm not buying anything. And you really do feel guilty. Even strong people like me, you feel guilty. So if you're that type of person, you really don't want to go to these parties. But they're basically all the same. And I think what they really want to do is they want to get you involved. They want to get you hooked. And they want to get you buying this stuff. Kevin just reminded me, we were talking today about the home and garden party, things like that. One of the things that home and garden party tries to get you to do is, if you're a hostess, they try to get you to cook the appetizers using their recipes from their recipe book and using their pans, their ceramic pans or whatever. That way you're tempted to buy the bowl that they cooked in, and you're tempted to buy the recipe book. Notice I have one filled with the recipes of things you just ate. Anyway, that's my spa party story, and I hope that helps.